Hey, this is 6 Bolt Von Doom's lab. I'm going to be talking about how to add a fusion light gun into Hook of the Reaper. So when you start Hook of the Reaper, it's going to be in the tray icon. So you need to go down to the tray icon, click on it, then it'll bring it up the tray icons. Then you left click on the Hook of the Reaper icon, and it'll bring it up to the desktop looking like this. Then you'll select File, then select the first item, which is Add Light Gun. And this will bring up window, the Add Light Gun window. And I think this is where everybody starts kind of freaking out about adding light guns and how complicated Hook of the Reaper is. And usually people are like, oh my god, I don't understand it. Then once they figure it all out, then they're like, oh my god, this is so easy. So if you really look at it, you have serial port options here. You have serial port USB info here. This is just info, so you fill out nothing over here. USB options. So this is a USB head light gun, which the Fusion is not, so you won't be doing anything here. Then you have the recoil and reload options. So the first thing you want to do is come up here to default light gun and select Fusion. And then you'll see, hey, all the serial port options get set for you and grayed out. So all these settings are set now and grayed out for you, which is great. You don't have to do any of it. Then if you see all the fields in red are the ones you have to fill out. So there's only 4 fields you have to fill out in this whole window. So let's put a name in it first. Just go Fusion 1. And since I don't have a Fusion light gun, I'm just going to use the Reaper that I have. So you'll click on the COM number, which will bring up the info over here. And you can, cycle through different things. That's the hub I have, and that's the Reaper. But you can cycle through all the COM ports to look through the information. Okay, so we have the name and COM port. Then coming down here, you have the recoil priority. And this comes down to preference of kind of what you like. So these are based on recoil on different things. So recoil is just doing recoil with the recoil signal. Ammo values, when your ammo value goes down, it does recoil. Recoil rumble to solenoid is when it uses, you have a recoil rumble signal, which is a static high where you need pulses for a solenoid. So I have a thing where if there is a rumble recoil output signal, I can convert it to a solenoid one. And sometimes people like that because it's a lot more, consistent. Then Fusion is one of the 3 light guns that can do recoil value. And what recoil value does, it gives control to the output signal of the solenoid. So when the recoil signal goes high, the solenoid activates and has current running through it. So if it's high for 50 milliseconds, so the solenoid will run for 50 milliseconds. Then when the signal goes low, it deactivates, so no current running through it. There is a safety timer on this, so if it goes over 200 milliseconds running current through it or being open, Hook of the Reaper will stop it and close the solenoid to stop the current and bring up a pop-up window and block any recoil value recoils for the rest of the game. You have to start another game to try to fix what's happening with it. But that's kind of a safety thing to make sure no one's solenoid gets stuck open. So you have those 3. Then when you come down to reload options, and the reload kind of comes to a couple things. So a normal reload, you're going to get the vibration or a rumble and also an LED flash of green. So if you don't like the rumble, you can do reload without rumble. So there'll be no vibration. You just get a LED flash of green. Then if you don't want the LED flash, you can come to disable, which doesn't do the LED or the rumble or the vibration. It's nothing pretty much when you reload. So you can pick those options out of it. And that's kind of based on what the user likes. But that's pretty much it to add a light gun. So when you're ready to add it, you can hit add and you'll see light gun and the list go from 0 to 1, and also it will make a sound to notify you, hey, we added a light gun. So let's do that. And that's it. That's how you add the Fusion light gun to Hook of the Reaper. So I'll close this now. So what if you go, hey, I don't like the rumble with reload. I want to change that. How's that possible? Well, it's pretty easy. You come here to edit, then you go to the first one, which is edit light gun. So this will kind of bring up windows very similar to the add light gun. In the first combo box, it has all your light guns in here. So since we only did one, there's only one in there. So we select that, or it automatically selects the first one. Then you come down. Okay, I didn't want rumble. So here we go. We can just change that. Then we can come here to edit, which will make a sound, would notify us. So I'll do that now. And now it's edited. And that's all you have to do to change the light gun. So that's it for the Fusion light gun. So thank you very much. Bye.